Hello and welcome to AdShed. So आज बात करने वाले हैं how to market as a veterinarian. So let's get started. So the first thing uh, let's first understand what is a veterinarian and let's dissect your service and your target market a bit. So according to me, I have noted down the points. Your market is upper middle class, obviously upper middle class and the high end class. Because that those people are the only ones who go to a veterinarian for their checkup of their dog or cat or any other pet they have. And I don't think any other class like the lower middle class or the poor class will ever go to a doctor for that. So maybe you uh, are aware of that, or you are not aware of that because you might have started to a clinic right now. So your market is upper middle class and the upper class. And the other thing is that if you are choosing the location right now, or if you have chosen the location, you might if your clinic is working or not, it depends on the location as well. So if by chance you have chosen the location of an upper middle class or a posh location in Delhi, Mumbai or Kolkata or any other metropolitan city or any other location in the country, so your clinic may be doing very well. And if you have not chosen the location according to this, maybe you have chosen the location somewhere in the remote area and in lower middle class area, then your clinic may not be doing very well, because I don't think so that the upper middle class people would like to travel 20 kilometers for just visiting a doctor for doctor. So if you are choosing the location right now, please choose a location near at least 10 kilometer radius with the upper middle class and the post locations of Delhi or any other state which you are reside in. So the next thing is uh, the kilometer range. Any doctor which can, whether it is a dentist, general practitioner, or any other doctor or a nephrologist even, people like to visit within 10 to 15 kilometer maximum to a doctor. Exception is if he is not a, if he is a surgeon, it's a specialized skill which the patient needs, then he might travel a bit more to visit the hospital which he is operating in. But still, if you are a if you are into private clinic, then then the patient will not visit you more than 15 kilometers just to get a medicine or to get a treatment, because there are a lot of doctors in his area as well. And if you are not something different or offering something specialized, then I highly doubt that he will visit beyond the 10-kilometer radius from his area to visit you and pay the expense of transportation and your fees and etc. and take out the time and take the leave from the office, as you know the life of a person. So let's talk about what you can do to market and grow your clinic, your private clinic, and what are the things which you should take care of. And in this video I will just be talking about the things which you can do right now and see the results in 2 to 3 months. And uh, basically the short term game uh, in internet marketing. So in this video I will be talking about the GMB, the paid marketing, and the listing sites, and other some few tips and tricks. So if you want to learn about the long term game and how you can do consistently and get traffic consistently on your website and in your clinic, then the long term game is called social media, and you have to, it's a very long term game, approximately around 2 to 3 years is just a minimum time span for anyone who is starting a social media game. I'm referring to it as a game because people win and lose in it, and it's not very difficult. But if you once you get the hang of it, it's very I can say very rewarding and can help you grow exponentially. As you may know, as you may have heard of people grown through social media like the Baba Ka Dhaba, or uh, a number of people who just grew exponentially through the social media. So in this video I'll be talking about the short term games like the GMB, the paid marketing, and how you can do it and get the results in 2 to 3 months only. And if you want to see the long term strategy, how you can work on social media and what content to post, then it will be a separate video. I will link to it in the description below or in a week or two. And I hope to see you in that video also. So let's start this video. So the first thing is GMB. So GMB is Google My Business. Obviously, you may have heard and seen this logo, or basically the maps. Everyone uses Google Maps, and everyone has used Google Maps. So basically, when you search something on Google Maps, as you are seeing on the screen right now, you search something on Google Maps, you see the results. Like if you search dentist near me or veterinarian near me, for the example sake, you will see a list of dentists or veterinarians near you in 10-kilometer radius or a bit more, depending on your location is remote or not. And you can see here, like this scrolling video, I'm scrolling, and you are seeing the people. So basically you are seeing the doctors in your area, depending on their reviews and other information. They are ranked according by the Google, and you can choose which doctor you would like to visit. And mostly people choose the doctor with the most reviews, or people on the top 3 or top 5 only, and they don't see past that. So I'm talking about how to optimize it and how to make it the best in the eyes of Google and the patient, so that the Google puts you in the top 3 or 5, and people only click on top 3, so that you get the most amount of clicks from the people who are searching. That's called CTR. So the first of all, you have to make a profile on Google My Business. You can easily watch a video on how to make a profile, or you can easily visit mybusiness.google.com, and I mentioned the link here. So you can easily visit this URL, and you will easily be able to create a profile, list your business there, and if it is maybe already listed by the Google only, so edit and claim that business, and you can easily claim that using this. You can see on the screen, claim this profile. You can click on this, or if you are not listed by Google anywhere, and so you have to create a profile, a new profile. After creating the profile, I'm talking a bit fast right now because these things are already available on Google. How to create a GMB profile, you can easily see up there. I'm not talking about the technical part here. I will be talking about the part which no one else talks about, the marketing and the optimization stuff. So you have to make first of all add name, address, phone number, consistent, and I will talk about the NAP in a bit. But still, you have to put the name, address, and phone number very correctly. Check it, verify it 2 times. It should not be any mistake, and pinpoint the location on the map. You will have the option to pinpoint the clinic's location on the map, and just enter your website URL or your appointment URL if you are if you have your own custom website, or if you have a practical listing. List the appointment URL there, list your services, list the description about you, opt for a virtual tour if the clinic is big enough that you can have a virtual tour and give people a virtual tour of clinic by sitting in their home. And now the important part is listing the images. Please, please, please don't use a rugged phone, or I mean a old phone, to click the images and click random images from random corners, or with useless lighting. Please either hire a professional photographer, or any kid, any teenager can click amazing photos if he has a decent phone or a decent camera. You can hire a camera for 15 to 1600 rupees per day, or you can easily use a high-end phone like an iPhone or a OnePlus or etc. The Vivo phones are also good in clicking the pictures. Use them. Please don't use a bad quality camera phone, because these are the most important things. And use the perfect lighting. Lit all the lights as possible. Use multiple lightings and use extra lighting if needed. Please don't click bad images, because these are the very important aspects of showing the clinic to the customer before they even visit your clinic, because that's when the customer decides whether to visit it or not. So please use a very high quality, or uh, a moderately quality phone. An iPhone 7, 8, 9 or upward from there are very good in camera quality, and they are very, they have different options as well, and any teenager can use it. I am stressing very much on it because I have seen a lot of people just click random images of a clinic with different corners, and the useless corners and the useless lighting, and it just looks very pathetic, and it makes the clinic look pathetic, and upload them on GMB, so that uh, people can see them and relate to them, at least see that you are a credible doctor, and you have treated patients before, and you have been business, and you know your craft. list your business on other websites as well, like Just Dial, Sulekha, or any other business website listing which you can find. And you can, as a doctor, you can also list on Practo, but it charges a fees to doctors. And if you want to list on Practo and give them the fees, or you want to build a custom website and uh, get the appointment on your website only, and be it free of cost. So it's a completely up to you. But so now we have listed on Google for free, and your business is listed everywhere, and the Google will automatically do the work. Just remember one thing which I talked about, the NAP, which is name, address, phone number, which it should be consistent all around the listings on Just Help, Sulekha, and the Google My Business, and any other listing which you do. It should be consistent as to word, and even a comma should be consistent. Remember, your name, your address, and your phone number should be consistent all around the web. So that's why Google sees it as the trust, and sees it that it has come from an authentic source. So now let's talk about the paid marketing, which is Facebook and Google. And as a veterinarian, you should be advertising on Google as your first priority, but it is costly. So if you want, you can also advertise on Facebook, but you should understand the difference between Facebook and Google first. On Facebook, the advertising is like you have to give them an offer, incentivize them in order to take an action, and hence the lead can be a bit off the track, or you can take a bit time to get the proper amount of leads and the proper leads for your business. And on Google, the thing is a bit different on the other hand, because people are already searching for your services, and you are just placing the ad where the marketplace is, and hence the leads are much more accurate, and people want your services, and the argument is just of cost and the availability and etc. So if you want, you can advertise on both the platforms, or you can just advertise on Google, or just Facebook to try. I would advise a budget of at least 5 to 10k on Google, in a 5 kilometer radius, and on Facebook at least 6k as a monthly budget. I'm talking about the monthly budget. So you should advertise it and see the results and optimize the results, and then again advertise for the next month for the 5 to 10k rupees, and eventually in 1 to 2 months you will start seeing the results, and just one lead. And remember that you should advertise for the high-end services of you, and not the low-end services, like in case of dentist, the teeth whitening, or the services which cost very less. You should not advertise for them, because the leads. So you should remember that you should advertise high-end services on Google and Facebook, because if you advertise the low-end services, the cost will not be very much. You will not be able to recover the cost very much easily, because if you advertise the high-end services, the one conversion. Because if you advertise high-end services, you will be easily be able to recover the cost on the advertising, and you will be easily be able to learn the things very much easily. So a few tricks which you can use in Facebook and Google advertising. In Facebook advertising, if you're in business for 5 to 10 years, you already have the numbers of all the patients have, and you can easily advertise to them for particularly, or you can target the 5 kilometer or 10 kilometer radius in your area, to target the people in your area in which your people would like to visit, or would be able to visit your clinic, and you can give them an offer, or you can provide them services. So a few tips for Facebook and Google advertising. In Facebook advertising, you can easily choose up the people you want to advertise to by using their phone numbers and their name. So if you're in business for 5 to 10 years, you already have the names and the phone numbers of most of the people which you have done business with, like your patients. So you can easily put up their names. So you can easily put up their names and phone numbers in the custom audience, and you can target to them and present them with an offer. Or you can also target the 5 to 10 kilometer radius, which the patient would be able to visit to a clinic, and provide them with the offer. And you should remember that you should target the people with the dog or the cat, or who have the pets. In Facebook, you have the option to detailed targeting, and in which you will be able to choose whether the patient has a pet or not, or they are dog lover or pet lover or not. And in Google, you have to choose the right keywords, and don't choose display advertising for now in the beginning, because that will burn up your money very quickly, and you will not be able to know what worked or what not. So instead, choose the search keywords, and choose the right amount of keywords and the right keywords, and the transactional keywords like the veterinarian doctor near me, or dog doctor near me, or cat doctor near me. So choose these type of keywords and play with these keywords. I will not be able to explain everything in these short videos. I will not be able to explain everything in the short videos, I'm sorry, but still you can play with these keywords and learn what keyword works for you and what does not, and see which people are visiting your website and calling you, and etc., and what actions are they taking, and hence you will be able to optimize for the campaign and see the results coming in, and hence the patients coming in. So this was the short term game, which I said in the earlier part of the video, which is the paid marketing and the GMP, and you can expect to see results in 1 to 2 months period, uh, at least. You will be able to see the results. You will see the patients which are coming in through the paid marketing and the GMB, etc., or the practo which you have listed on. And if you want to do the long term game like the social media, you want to create content, you want to engage people, and you want to get a consistent flow of patients and be a celebrity kind of personality, then you have to invest in time and effort, and I will be making a different video on that, at what kind of content should you post on that, and what is the strategy for you as a single hand doctor, or or a patient, or a team of two of you, how you can, as a single handed doctor or a team of two, can create social media campaigns and engage the patients and grow your clinic. So thank you, and I know it was a lot of noise in this video, but still thank you for bearing with me, and you are not as angry as I am. Trust me. So thank you.